think you've secured the property? Not until contracts have been exchanged is that the case. Verbal agreements don't count. Even a written offer does not count. Until contracts are signed and exchanged, the vendor can accept another offer. It's called gazumping, and it happens. Don't celebrate too early. Don't miss out. Make sure you understand the process. When you're buying property in New South Wales, there is the risk of something happening called gazumping. People often don't understand that the deal is not locked in until both parties have signed the contract and the contracts are exchanged. The way things go is offer, either verbal, written, by email or text, to the real estate agent, acceptance via a signed contract by both parties. Not only the purchaser, but also the vendor needs to sign the contract for sale. Consideration, which is the money side, a 0.25% deposit, is often needed to be receipted by the agent or received by the vendor as the consideration, and then exchange, which means the contract is dated and becomes binding by the solicitor, conveyancer, or the agent. For contracts to be binding and the property to come off the market, you need offer, acceptance, consideration, and exchange to occur. People will often think, look, I've made an offer, my offer's been accepted. Great. I now have secured the right to buy this property. You haven't. It needs to be formalized. Contracts need to be signed and dated and exchanged. Until that time, anyone else can sign the contract. Any other buyer could come in and gazump you and beat you to the mark whilst you're waiting to get advice, to make up your mind, for any other type of due diligence to occur. Someone else can come in and sign the contract. What you have to understand is the risk of this and whether you're willing to put 0.25% deposit on the line for a New South Wales purchase matter. If you cancel the contract after they've been exchanged, you will forfeit that money. Get the right legal advice, understand the process, and know how to buy property. If you've liked this content, please like, follow, and subscribe on the channel you're watching on. Thanks.